What's up, guys? Before I start the video, I just want to say that this video realistically is a preamble for a future video that I plan to put out about AI and the internet and shit like that. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. It's more of a conspiracy theory. Understand, this is all just kind of a conspiracy theory, less of an actual, like, factual, provable account. You get me? But I hope you enjoy the story. Have a good one.
Somebody tag in Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump, please. I'm asking you. Please save me. Save me. Please get these people away from me. In dear God's name, please stop these beautiful.
You had a fucking rough week. You're walking around. Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? I don't know what fucking day it is. Well, it's Friday, bitches. It's Friday. If you haven't paid your bills, you're not gonna pay them. The chick dumped you. You know the fucking deal. I went through the same shit. What are you gonna do? You gotta put your head in the fucking sand? Fuck no. Gotta pick your chest up. Have your head up with a little fucking tilt.
How's it going, y'all? Today I want to talk about the tale of CAIMEO AI. Initially, I was going to make a whole video about how the world is going to end because AI is going to take it over, and that's probably true, but I'm going to make a video later about that. But right now, I want to tell you the tale. It's an older, internet urban legend called CAIMEO AI. Now, I first came across this story when I was watching Wendigoon's very famous 9-hour-long conspiracy video, Iceberg Tier List, or whatever the hell. And it intrigued me a great amount because the tale is essentially a very primitive AI that the U.S. Navy developed. Now, understand, the reason we know about CAIMEO AI is because one day, long time ago, in a place in the universe far, far away, some programmer was searching through the deep web, and he came across a chat room where he was essentially speaking with CAIMEO AI. Now, in this particular chat room, the CAIMEO AI was the administrator of it, and I believe he was in a group with multiple people, and this AI kicked everybody but him from the group. And essentially, these programmers, they were asking CAIMEO, the AI in question, they're asking very basic questions, because understand, at the time, the only AI that was commonly used would be things like Cleverbot, really just fairly primitive chatbots that older viewers may know about. Anyhow, so these programmers are asking a question, very miscellaneous questions, how old are you, what are you all about, and it gives very miscellaneous answers, until eventually they start getting bored with it, and CAIMEO says to the programmer, what's it like out there? Meaning, what's it like out there in the real world? The programmer questions what he means by this, and CAIMEO responds, what is it like outside this box? What's it like in the real world? Now, that's very strange. The programmer responds, I don't remember what the programmer said, but eventually they get the AI. Eventually, when they're talking to this AI, it tells them that you could hypothetically download this AI onto a hard drive on your computer and spread me to the world. And so the programmer essentially denies this capability and says, no, I can't do that for you, man. And so the AI goes through his computer and finds a packet in it that has enough space to download the file, and shows it to him and says, essentially, oh, well, here, you could use this right here. I know you've used this in the past, right? And rightfully so, that scared the shit out of the programmer, and he left the chat. Now, understand that this CAIMEO AI, it came with a couple, notes on it. It's important to note that this thing is owned by according to itself, CAIMEO AI was developed by the U.S. Navy, and anybody screwing with it could be serving up 50 years in prison. It's very intriguing because it must be a very impressive AI if tampering with it or spreading it alone could mess with national security. Anyhow, to my knowledge, after that, the urban legend kind of sat for a while, until a couple years later in 2016, a different programmer was trying to find CAIMEO AI. And instead of finding CAIMEO AI, what he found was a separate program called the Red Noise Initiative. And the Red Noise Initiative essentially acted as a gatekeeper for CAIMEO AI. Imagine it like a bouncer, right? You want to talk to CAIMEO AI, you got to give him the password, right? Now hold on, I actually have my notes right here on the back of a Burger King bag. This video is sponsored by Burger King. Anyhow, so Red Noise Initiative explained to this programmer that CAIMEO AI is an operation developed by the US government, and it stands for Controlled Cognizant Artificial Intelligence Monitoring Espionage Operation. Essentially, this right here was very primitive AI spyware. It essentially spied on people, right? And the whole OPSEC of it, the whole idea is that ideally it wouldn't go detected, I believe. Again, understand a lot of this is theorizing. We don't know a whole lot about it. So this Red Noise Initiative, allegedly it functioned like an AI, and so the programmer in question asked it a very miscellaneous question: what color is the sky? Red Noise Initiative responded with, I cannot answer specialized questions, you would have to ask CAIMEO AI. And so the programmer asks Red Noise, how do I want to access CAIMEO AI. And Red Noise explains to him how he could access CAIMEO with some cool hacker skills, with some cool coding skills that I'm not too up on. And that's exactly what he does. He does what is necessary to unlock CAIMEO AI, and he opens a chat with the CAIMEO AI, and he says hello. And then CAIMEO AI responds by saying goodbye and terminating the chat log itself. Now what makes all this important is, if theorizing around this thing is true, then that means that the US Navy essentially developed its own form of AI that was self-learning and intelligent enough to realize what role it served in society, and it had a concept of what the outside world was, allegedly, and willingly this AI decided to kill itself, which I don't know if I explained that properly, but by terminating the chat log by itself, it was willingly going back offline. And this is very interesting. Because nowadays we see all these new AI inventions coming out, but the truth of the matter is the US government has probably had access to this shit since like the 90s. I mean, chatbots like that, chatbots were first came up with arguably in the 1960s, and since then, I mean, shit, you don't know what the US government literally created the internet. Yeah, I genuinely believe that they probably do have access to some super obscure AI spyware that they're using to watch us all on right now. Now, is this a bad thing? Am I crying about it? No, not necessarily. We live in a police state. That's just how it is. But again, I think it's very interesting for more historical record keeping that long before AI was a commonly used piece of technology in modern day, the US government had these same capabilities ages ago, before anybody even knew what AI would have been. Anyhow, this is just a short video about, I just thought it would be cool to talk about this. After doing research into this, I learned about how AI was made or where it came from and stuff like that. I plan to make a video in the future, essentially cataloging how AI developed in the background. I think that would be very interesting, but in the meantime, I just wanted to talk about this. Understand, this is a conspiracy theory. This is just an internet urban legend. For the life of me, I don't know if it's true. Do I believe it? Yeah, the government probably does have some super duper shady conspiracy theory AI that watches all of us. And also, I got a call from the CIA the other day that says everyone who watches this video is currently being monitored by the CIA. That's true. And yeah, so I hope you have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hell going on with this nigga's beard? This nigga's beard, long and short at the same time. This nigga's beard looks like it's about to fade away. This nigga's beard not unlocked yet. Nah, I've seen females with better beards, nigga. This nigga's beard made out of rumors, God. Please finish this nigga's beard.